Welcome to Training Express. Here's the demonstration of our course design and interactive system of learning. Enjoy. Introduction to Asbestos. Asbestos Awareness Training. Introduction. Asbestos is an extremely harmful substance, which can cause serious illness if unsettled. Despite not being used or brought over to the UK, it is still in existence within buildings that were built before the millennium. For those that are not living or working in older buildings, it is crucial that they are aware of the dangers it can cause. Asbestos training is a useful method of teaching workers of the risks that are associated with the disturbance of asbestos. Those who are likely to encounter dealing with asbestos within their job are required to take on a higher level of training, which unfortunately is not covered within the contents of this course. Course objectives. Throughout the duration of the course, students will understand how and why asbestos is harmful and need to be treated as such. Learn about the health concerns asbestos can cause. Learn how to carry out an asbestos risk assessment. Acquire the skills to decrease or abolish asbestos. Become familiar with the health and safety law in terms of employer responsibility. Learn asbestos-related emergency procedures. Topics covered in this module. The basics of asbestos. Where is asbestos discovered? Why was asbestos used? Who is likely to be affected by asbestos? The different forms of asbestos. Health concerns related to asbestos. The basics of asbestos. Asbestos is a set of 6 natural silicate materials that is mined in various countries across the globe. The term asbestos is a Greek word which derives from the word indistinguishable, due to its characteristics. Over many centuries, asbestos was viewed as an extremely valuable substance to be used to make heat and fire materials. There are 3 main types of asbestos. Crocodylite, blue. Amazite, brown. Chrysotile, white. The basics of asbestos. Asbestos can cause a vast amount of health conditions, however, these often don't take effect for many years after being exposed to the fibres. It is suggested that these after effects have a delay period of between 15 to 60 years. Approximately 4,000 people die each year from an asbestos-related illness. The most common is lung cancer and mesothelioma, which occur as a result of breathing in the fibres from asbestos. In 1999, the manufacturing of asbestos was banned across the UK, however, the fibres were still present in properties and products created before the new law came into play. One of the best forms of advice would be to ask for a second opinion if you come across a strange material you are not familiar with and halt the work you are carrying out as a safety measure. Where is asbestos discovered? Some of the places you may find asbestos include pipe lagging, electrics cupboards, ceiling tiles, air conditioning panels, roof felt, insulating board, sprayed coatings, cement pipes, textured decorative coating, brake pads, fire blankets, baking paper, water pipes. Who is likely to be affected by asbestos? There are many people who are at risk from the harmful effects of asbestos, who include the likes of electricians, painters and decorators, roofers, shop fitters, heating engineers, demolition and construction workers, plumbers and gas fitters, telecommunication engineers, construction workers. Why was asbestos used? There are many reasons as to why asbestos was used, and some of the key reasons include versatility, heat resistance, cost-effective, sound absorbance and durability. The different forms of asbestos. Chrysotile. Chrysotile is white in tone, is the most frequently used type. It is water-absorbent, heat-resistant and extremely supple. It was prohibited in 1999. There were many different uses of chrysotile, such as the likes of cement, insulation and roofing materials. Crocodylite. Crocodylite is blue in tone and is one of the most dangerous forms of asbestos. When the fibers float around the air, they are at risk of being inhaled, which then makes its way to the lungs. Its usage became banned in 1985. Crocodylite was most commonly used for ceiling tiles, spray-on coatings, electrical wiring and thermal insulation. The different forms of asbestos. Amazite. Amazite is brown in tone and is otherwise known as granite when in its raw state. This type of asbestos is the most heat-resistant and durable of all of the forms. It became banned in 1985. Amazite was used for the likes of thermal, electrical, plumbing and chemical insulation, as well as fire protection and cement sheets. Tremolite. Tremolite is usually found woven into cloth and was often found within talc, which caused ill health within mining communities in particular. It has qualities such as strength, flexibility and resistance to extreme heat and is most often used within sealants, insulation and plumbing and roofing resources. The different forms of asbestos. Actinolite. Actinolite isn't the most widely used form of asbestos but is best known for being a lightweight substance used for insulation purposes. It is most often used for gardening, insulation, fireproofing and concrete. Anthophyllite. Anthophyllite is the most rarely used form of asbestos, but was often used in flooring and roofing materials, actinolite cement and insulation. We hope you've enjoyed it. Enroll into a course to experience the excellence of interactive learning.